Hi, welcome to Everything's Dumb. My name is Victoria.
I'm Kate.
Kate, today we're talking about mosquitoes.
Fun.
Yeah.
Fun.
It's summertime. They are about to take over our lives.
Mm-hmm.
So there's that.
Feed upon us.
Yeah. Make our lives just an absolute living hell. I feel like they've gotten worse in the last few years.
That's accurate.
So I do have some things to say. But first, exciting news. One of our very best friends.
Well, two
of our very
friends.
best friends, closest friends, the lovely John and Rachel, got engaged the other day. Yay! Congratulations. We're very happy for them. We met Rachel and John at the job that Kate and I met.
Yes.
That sentence didn't make sense.
We all met at the same time.
Yes, we all worked together, and
Yes.
that's how we all met. And then Rachel and I were roommates for 4 years in a studio apartment, so we became very close friends.
It's a very LA statement you just said.
And then she's been with John since, I think, before either of us met them. So
yeah,
they've been
I
together
met them as a couple.
Yeah. 10-ish years, 11 years.
Something
Who knows?
like that.
Who knows?
At least 10 years.
A long time. They're both really lovely people, and we're very happy for them.
Yeah.
And Rachel's brother just had a baby 2 months ago, so this is a good year for Rachel.
Yeah, she's really nothing going on.
An aunt.
Well, her whole family, you know.
Going to be a godmother in just a few days.
Crazy.
Yeah, so we're very excited for them. And that got us talking about weddings.
Yes.
And
they usually follow engagements.
Yes.
Luckily.
This is going to sound like a weird well, this is going to be a weird sentence. Just go with it. Just roll with it here. I actually can kind of tie mosquitoes and weddings together.
Oh, no.
Yeah, that's right.
I mean, unless you married some mosquitoes,
No.
I don't think that sounds like a fun wedding.
It was not a mosquito wedding.
Oh, God.
So my lovely sister, who is now married, she originally planned her wedding.
To a mosquito.
No.
Okay. Just needed to... I know
To a
other
human.
people were asking it.
To a
and
human
wondering.
man.
I am speaking for the people.
She and her now husband have been together since 2012. Yes, they met. That's right. They met on election night in 2012.
Interesting.
Yeah. She went to her friend Jess's house to watch the election returns, or whatever you call it.
Back when those were fun things to watch.
Yeah, when they were exciting. And her friend Jess was in law school, so she invited all of her law school buddies. And so this guy showed up, and he saw Charlotte and was like, oh my God, she's so beautiful, which of course she is. And she was just sitting on the couch reading a book, not interested in what was happening. So that's how they met. He tried to get her attention, and she was just reading her book. But anyway, so they planned their wedding to be in Costa Rica in March of 2020.
Oh, lovely month.
So
to get
as
married.
you can
Not
guess,
the best year to get married.
That didn't happen.
Yeah.
But I remember when they were planning the wedding, some of her friends, because at that point they were in their late 20s, early 30s, some of her friends were like, well, I just can't come to Costa Rica because of Zika virus, and I'm trying to get pregnant.
Oh.
Remember Zika virus?
Yeah.
And how they were saying that pregnant women, if they get it, it's really dangerous, and if you're trying to get pregnant, you should avoid places that have Zika.
See, I did not hear any of that because neither of those pertain to me.
Right. Okay, so a lot of her
Nor
friends...
did the Zika virus. I wasn't going to Costa Rica,
Right.
but yes.
A lot of her friends were saying, I can't make it.
Wow.
Yeah. So she was kind of bummed about that, but she, of course, understood. That wedding ended up getting canceled.
Yeah.
It was quite tragic. my birthday is in early March, so we celebrated my birthday, and it was one of the last nights we went out in 2020.
Yeah, for a long time.
Yeah. And then my sister's birthday was like 2 weeks later, or like a week later, and I remember waking up that morning to a text from her saying, we've called off the wedding. Like, not called off like they broke up.
Not in the normal way that weddings
right. Called off the wedding because he...
Called off this wedding ceremony.
Yeah, so this specific wedding that they had planned.
Yeah.
This was 5 years ago, so I don't think anyone's going to get in trouble for this. But he actually knew someone in the State Department at the time, and his friend said, hey, I know that you're going to Costa Rica soon. I'm pretty sure
think you are.
the borders are going to be closed in the next few days. Like, someone's going to make an announcement that he's closing the borders, and so you might not want to leave the country because you won't be able to get back into the country.
Oh my God.
Because at this point, a certain someone forgot to mention, oh, if you're American, you can come back. He just made it sound like you wouldn't be able to come back, period.
Right.
So, like, we didn't go to Costa Rica because we were under the impression we would not be able to get back into the country.
Right.
Because a certain someone is a stupid fucking idiot and forgot to clarify. God. So anyway, I'm not talking about my brother-in-law's friend, obviously. I'm talking about someone else. Callie was like, you said you weren't going to talk about politics, and you keep mentioning...
We're not going to have a topic on politics.
Yeah.
We're trying our best to not talk about politics.
I was like, it's really hard.
Because it sucks.
Yeah. So anyway, weddings are fun and lovely, and they're wonderful parties celebrating two people's love. But I really wanted to go to Costa Rica. Yeah. But then, I mean, they rescheduled their wedding for November of 2021, and it was in Tucson, Arizona, and it was a great time. No Zika virus in sight.
Yeah.
So that was fun. I haven't been to that many weddings though. Like, I went to my cousin's wedding when I was in my like mid-20s. I went to my other cousin's wedding when I was probably 19, and that's about it. I think I went to my aunt's wedding when I was like 4, and my sister was the flower girl, and I wasn't assigned anything.
Oh,
and I was very,
shit.
I don't remember this, but apparently I was very jealous. So So then they let me like walk behind her down the aisle or something like that, which I don't remember. So maybe it's not true, but that's what I've been told. What about you? Have you been to a lot of weddings?
No, not really. I mean, a few. My brother got married.
Oh yeah.
That was, I think, the most recent one.
Oh my God, I forgot about my brother's wedding. My brother also got married. Okay, in my defense, my brother and his very lovely wife, who's a wonderful woman, very excited for her to join the family. They got married in 2017 in Joshua Tree, but it was just me and my sister and her at the time boyfriend, and then our parents. And then her side of the family, it was just her parents. I don't even think her sister came. And that was it. So it was just immediate family.
Also, your dad did that recently, similarly, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, so I've been to more Okay, I was thinking of big weddings with parties and receptions.
Yes.
My dad did
DJs,
also get married.
Open bars.
Yeah.
All the fun stuff about weddings. Not the, commitment of love ceremony, blah, blah, blah.
That's exactly what it was. It was, I mean, it was technically a wedding ceremony. It was just immediate family. And then, my dad got married a few years ago, and I went with my boyfriend, and my sister was supposed to come, but she said she was coming, and then she found out she was pregnant. And
with twins.
Yeah. And at the time of the wedding, she was like, well, I'm going to be 7 months pregnant with twins. God. I can't travel to the other side of the country, so she couldn't make it. But yeah, okay, so my brother and my dad both got married. I forgot about that. So yeah, I've been to a few weddings. What about you?
Not as many as that.
I forgot. Well, it's different when you're just like in a room with some people saying vows to each other, and then you just have a drink of champagne and then you go to bed. Like, that's different. It is still a wedding. I just
only ever
forgot
been to,
about that.
Weddings, but only a couple. Like, maybe as an adult, maybe like 2.
Okay. Yeah, I mean,
like my brother and
our friends aren't really getting married.
Yeah.
Like,
now.
Yes. Well, Rachel and John are getting married. Yes. But like for the most part, I just don't have that many friends. I mean, my sister's been to so many weddings because she, first of all, has so many friends. She's very good at keeping in touch with friends, which I'm not, unfortunately. Mm-hmm. But, oh, I forgot I went to my friend Maria's wedding. But okay. I didn't go to the ceremony. The ceremony was just her mom and her sister. I didn't go to that. I just went to the reception. God damn it. I should have written all this stuff down. This does not make me look like the sharpest tool in the shed. I do love all of these people that I've mentioned. I just forgot.
We should just have a party no matter what. We should have our own parties, even if it's not.
I think that everyone should have an opportunity to have 2 parties in their life.
Okay.
You get, and I'm not talking about like birthday parties or whatever.
Aside from birthdays.
Have birthday parties.
Right.
They're fun. They're
2
a good time.
bonus parties in addition to birthday
so
parties.
You get a wedding reception.
Okay.
Like a wedding. And if you don't get married, you get to throw yourself a party.
Yeah.
And if you want to, and weddings are about, I mean, I know it's a legal situation, but it's also about love, right? Yeah. So if you don't want to, hopefully, these days,
or green cards.
Sure. We accept all forms of marriage on this podcast.
As long as there's an open bar, a green card.
Yeah, then I really don't give a shit. But if you don't want to be married to a spouse, then why not have a wedding and invite all your friends? Mm-hmm. Or like, if you're in a long-term relationship and you want to celebrate the love that you and your partner have for each other, but you don't want to sign a document that legally ties the 2 of you together.
Right.
And if you want to break up, it's like you have to get the government involved. Like, fuck that.
It's so expensive.
It's so expensive. But you should be able to, like, throw yourself a party.
Yeah.
So why not?
Yeah.
And then the other thing, I think that you should be able to throw yourself a, like a celebration of life type party. Because when I pass away, I want my funeral to be a good time.
Okay.
Like, I wouldn't be upset if people, like, maybe cried a little bit. But for the most part, I want people to be like, oh, we loved her and we're glad that we knew her, and let's like tell fun stories and laugh about how stupid she was and she couldn't string a sentence together. And like, I want people to have
play
fun.
Some episodes of her podcast. Oh God.
Oh God, please don't do that.
Oh no.
Please don't do that. Okay, well, I'm going to put it in my will that is not allowed. But I think that you should be allowed to throw a wedding type party. Even if it's just for yourself, even if you're, like, dedicated to being single mm-hmm. and you don't want anyone else taking up your personal space, mm-hmm. bringing drama into your life, you should be able to throw yourself a party.
Yeah.
And then you should be able to throw yourself a party at some point and invite all your friends and be like, just tell me how much you love me. Pretend that I have passed away and just tell me what you would say at my funeral.
So at what age does someone throw one of these parties for themselves?
Whatever age, because you never know when you're going to go.
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
But I think to get the best bang for your buck, it should be 2 separate parties.
Right.
Like,
yes.
Don't combine them.
No.
Don't do that.
I wouldn't do that. But I
You don't have to wait until you're, like, 70 to throw yourself.
I just wonder at what point you're like, you know what I should do? Is make everyone I know pretend that I have died.
Well, okay, they don't have to, like, role play.
Okay.
But just the idea is...
It's like a murder mystery party, but, like, the after effects of a murder mystery party.
Well, if everyone is going to come to your funeral and talk about how lovely you were, mm-hmm. just do it while you're still alive.
And that wouldn't be a birthday?
Do you make people sit around and talk about how great you were at your birthday party?
It would be a good time to do it, because it would be like...
Okay.
I don't know. I just don't know, like... You just pick a random Saturday?
Sure.
Okay.
You never know when your time is going to be up.
When's yours? When's your party going to be?
Well, I haven't planned it yet, but when I do, I'll make sure to send you a very detailed description of this party, because you seem to be confused.
I am very confused.
Okay.
I mean, I guess I just
feel like these days, when people pass away, I feel like it's more common to have a memorial where people say, like, kind of some sad things. Right. But then you have, like, a party. Like, the family wants to, like, celebrate your life. Mm-hmm. It's not as common to have just a very somber event as it used to be much more common.
And so you're jealous that they get to go to that party.
Why did they get to have a great time and I don't get to be there?
Cool.
Everyone who's coming to my funeral knows me. They don't know each other. Not all of I went to my cousin's funeral or memorial a year ago, and I met all of his like coworkers and friends, and I met his boyfriend, and I had never met him before. And I was like, wouldn't it be awesome if Josh was here and he could tell his boyfriend about me and he could tell me about his boyfriend? But Josh wasn't there because he passed away. And I was like, I want to be there so that I could be like, Charlotte, I know you've met Kate, but you haven't seen her in a few years. Let me tell you about all the dumb shit she said recently.
Yep.
Like, wouldn't that be great?
Does she not listen to the podcast?
I hope not. I feel like she implied that she was going to, but I'm not sure that she does.
That's fair.
She's busy.
I mean, that's fair.
She's got those babies.
I'm just saying, if she's interested in the dumb shit I say most of it here.
That's true. One of my cousin's weddings who I went to, they had an open bar until the alcohol ran out. And when we were told that, we were like, okay, challenge accepted.
Right.
So we went up to the bar, and everyone at my table just ordered like 7 beers.
Right.
And we just created a stockpile in the middle of the table.
Right.
We had a pyramid of booze.
And then when the bar runs out, you're like, I got your beers over here, $1 a pop.
$5 a pop.
Oh, shit.
And then you make some profit.
No family discount?
Fuck no.
Okay.
All right, so the little bastards we're talking about today. Mosquitoes. They're terrible. It feels like they're everywhere. I'm sure that's not accurate, but it feels like they are.
I mean, when you say terrible...
Yes.
Yeah, I guess you have a point.
Yep. Okay, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Mosquitoes are one of the biggest killers throughout human history.
Yeah. Aren't they like the deadliest animal?
Okay, I thought I was going to get some pushback. All right, moving right along. I thought I was going to have to defend that.
No, that's
yeah.
They like responsible
I think they
for more
are
deaths than any other animal on the planet.
I think they are the deadliest animal, and then they have caused anywhere from 1/4 to half of the deaths of all humans throughout history. I don't think it's quite as high as a half. It's at least as high as 1/4. So I read on...
Even more deadly than humans.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Because humans are technically like the deadliest. When we think of the most dangerous animals, we might think of like bears or sharks.
Well, men think of those things.
Yeah. Women think of men.
Men.
So, well, yeah, I mean...
I'm choosing bear.
Me too. Of course. Of course. Of course. Of course. Men are technically human, which makes humans the most dangerous creatures on Earth, except for mosquitoes.
Yep. If you're listening to this before bed, don't.
Although at this point it's too late. This is not a it's literally called Everything's Dumb.
Yeah.
This is not a feel-good.
Well, that's why we got to pick it up at the end. I'm sure you have some wonderful, lighthearted, laugh-a-minute segment that we're going to end on that...
Do I?
Will make everyone just filled with joy and turn off the podcast with a giant smile on their face.
Well...
All right. Here we go.
Okay. I don't... Okay.
Yep.
We'll just cross that bridge when we come to it, quite frankly.
Yep.
It's not like you didn't know me when we started this show. Okay, let me talk about mosquitoes.
Okay.
You always want to talk about the closing segment before we get there. Let's just talk about the topic.
I'm trying to look ahead to something positive.
Mosquitoes carry viruses like the West Nile virus, Zika virus, which we've already mentioned, dengue fever, which is actually a pretty dope name, but it's a terrible thing. Mosquitoes have been around since forever.
Yep.
As we know from
Jurassic
Park.
Yes.
Boom, bitch. Okay. The parasite in mosquitoes that causes malaria, which, first of all, I didn't know was a parasite.
I didn't either. I
didn't know malaria was a parasite.
Like dirty needles, but dirty mosquito.
Right, me too.
Noses, mouths. What the fuck?
Why is the word straw trying to come out of my mouth?
Sure. Yeah, straw.
Keep trying to say it.
In you and they suck all the blood out. It's a little straw on the end of their faces.
I don't know what it is.
That's what I thought gave you the malaria. I did not know that it was a parasite.
I didn't know it was a parasite, but I learned that this morning.
Makes it even grosser.
Disgusting. The parasite that causes malaria was discovered in 1897. Currently, malaria causes over 600,000 deaths per year.
Jesus Christ.
And then another 100,000 deaths are caused by other mosquito-borne infections.
Okay.
And most of the people who are killed by mosquitoes are children in Africa. Okay. So when you get a mosquito bite, they inject a little bit of saliva into your skin, which I also didn't know until today.
Oh, yeah.
Did you know that?
Yeah, because that's what makes it itchy.
That's fucking disgusting.
Yep.
Yeah, and then you have a little, hopefully little, allergic reaction to the saliva, and that's what causes the bump and the itchiness.
Yep.
And then if you have a bad allergic reaction, then it's like a lot bigger and a lot more itchy, and it can get infected. Disgusting. And then also, like, a mosquito can bite an infected animal and then get infected and then bite you and give that infection to you.
So here's my question. What the fuck kills mosquitoes? Like, what, other than me, like, that.
Yeah.
Sorry for clapping on the podcast. But there is also a gnat in here. But
At least it's not a mosquito.
Why do none of these deadly viruses or infections or any of that shit,
Or parasites.
or parasites, why are the mosquitoes just like, no, we're good. I'm just going to take you to all the humans that I feed off of.
I feel like
you can get
they
a ride.
are
It's
like
a fucking Uber.
They're just a delivery service for viruses and parasites. I feel like they are like sharks, where they haven't evolved in 300 million years because they don't have to.
Gross.
Like, mosquitoes, first of all, serve zero purpose. At least spiders kill other bugs.
Yeah.
Mosquitoes don't do shit. Nothing.
Then why don't we just wipe them out?
Okay, so listen to this.
Ooh.
There is a project that I thought I wrote the name of. Okay, I didn't. There's a project aimed at drastically reducing the mosquito population, like, worldwide.
I like that.
And what they do is so female mosquitoes are the ones that bite you.
Yes.
Because they need your blood.
Bitches.
To feed their babies.
We're sure that wasn't just fed to us by the patriarchy.
It might have been.
Okay.
Those male scientists telling us lies.
Turn us on women again.
Right. So they're collecting male mosquitoes and altering their DNA, and they're changing one of their genes. I don't know how any of this works. So that when
From
they...
flare to boot cut. Skinny jeans?
Never skinny jeans.
Right. Especially not on the males.
No. So when they reproduce, their offspring, if it's a female, which of course, like, if this wasn't about mosquitoes that bite me and give me massive itchy welts, I'd be pissed. Murder bunches of people, I'd be pissed. But because that's what happened, I can't be that mad. But so their offspring, if their offspring is female, so every female mosquito that is an offspring of a male whose DNA was modified, the females do not survive to adulthood.
Whoa.
Yeah. So they're like born, but then something in their genes causes them to die before they reach adulthood. Yeah.
This is like some dystopian shit that they're going to do on humans in like 20 years.
But they're doing it on mosquitoes first. So at least we'll get a few years of like fewer mosquito bites before we are all murdered.
That's true.
By our government.
We'll just be dying out. That's the thing.
Yeah.
But nobody's having kids anyway, as we discussed earlier.
Exactly.
So we're fine.
Who wants that or could afford that?
Beating you to the punch.
So,
you don't kill out humanity. We kill out humanity.
Yeah. You're not going to be able to exterminate us because there will be no one left to exterminate.
Right. Yeah.
Because we're not having kids.
Taking care of it for you.
Because I already don't sleep through the night and I already have no money.
Right.
So
why would I have solve that problem? Kids.
Yeah, that would really improve my life.
Yep.
Having an expensive little cry machine in my home. In my beautiful, peaceful 1-bedroom apartment that I love so much.
That's where your bed is.
Yeah. And your boyfriend is in my living room playing video games.
That's very true, so he doesn't disturb us.
No, he doesn't. So the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation,
yes.
which I'm sure you've heard of, are trying really, really hard to eradicate a lot of diseases throughout the world, but specifically malaria.
Yeah.
And they're pouring a ton of money into this genetically modified mosquito experiment.
Yeah.
So I feel like people have mixed feelings on Bill Gates. I don't know enough about him to like I just don't know why. I don't care to read. I don't care to know why another billionaire is a piece of shit, so I haven't researched it.
I think it was Epstein stuff.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
That's not what I wanted to hear. But anyway, so they are really trying to eradicate malaria. So good on them for that.
Yeah.
Not thrilled to hear that other... Okay, whatever. Okay, so FYI, if you've ever wanted to lose a few pounds, think about how many fewer mosquito bites you'll get. Because mosquitoes are attracted to hot things.
Ah, okay.
And larger people tend to run a few degrees warmer.
Gotcha.
Because they literally have more insulation, so they're a little sweatier, they're a little warmer. And they also exhale more carbon dioxide.
Okay.
CO2. 2 is die. Mm-hmm. Carbon dioxide. Mm-hmm. Science. That's right.
We're the smartest podcast to listen to.
Hey, I worked through the problem. I came up with the solution.
Yeah.
We got there.
Yeah.
Okay, so anyway, I don't know. Lose 20 pounds and you won't get as many mosquito bites. You're welcome. That's kind of all I have to say. No, that's not true. The mosquitoes in LA have gotten worse.
Yeah.
Have you noticed that?
So back when I listened to informative political podcasts, I listened to an episode of The Daily by the New York Times that was someone that went to, I think it was Africa, and was studying these, like, evolving mosquitoes. So, like,
I have a feeling I'm not going to want to hear about this.
So, like, how mosquitoes typically only come out at dusk. They don't come out in, like, super sunny times necessarily.
Right.
These were not that. They were, like, non-vampire mosquitoes. They were mosquitoes that could come out during the day and that could survive, like, much harsher conditions, and that could survive in running water instead of just stagnant water.
No!
Yeah, so
because that's what we know about mosquitoes. You don't want to have stagnant water sitting in your backyard because mosquitoes breed in it.
Right. So they're evolving, and so
awesome.
I'm really excited for this project to try to wipe them out.
Yeah, me too. I don't know how fast they're going, but I think they should go a lot faster.
A lot faster would be nice.
Yeah.
That sounds like a good amount of time.
That's what I would do if I were a billionaire. Like, just dump, I mean, we've talked about this before, dump money into a tangible problem that society has, and you will be a fucking hero.
Yeah.
It's not that hard.
Right.
And you'll still have enough money left over to do whatever the fuck you want for the rest of your life.
Exactly.
And then you'll be the person who solved malaria. Like, you'll save millions of lives.
Yeah.
These stupid idiots.
Isn't that like the person that came up with the insulin or something? Like gave it away or sold the patent for $1 or something
for $1
stupid thing like that? Yeah.
Because he said that everyone should be able to have access to it. And then it was bought by a private pharmaceutical company, and now it's hundreds of dollars.
Yep.
Capitalism and greed, baby.
Yeah, we're back to it.
The mosquitoes in LA, like, they're little. They're really little. They almost look like big gnats.
Yeah.
And they're black instead of being like the spindly looking kind of brownish beigeish things. You know, the ones that have like, they kind of float around and they have like the long legs.
Yeah.
These are like little, they almost look like flies, and they're black, and they bite you and give you like the biggest welts.
Yeah.
and they're red and they itch like crazy. Like, it's a whole new, I don't know
Yeah.
if it's a whole new, like, species. I don't know what's going on.
I remember getting quite a few mosquito bites, especially in 2020, 2021, because we weren't able to sit indoors. And
So everything had to be outside.
Yeah, when I finally went crazy after not being able to have people over for a while, I did this with you a couple of times where there's a little like front yard area in our apartment building, and
I remember that.
Brian and I would set up like chairs, and then we would go out with like disinfectant wipes and wipe down. This was like when everything was terrifying. We would wipe everything down with disinfectant wipes. We would have a chair set up and a table, and then like I think one time we did like a bottle of wine, and I like cleaned a glass and like put a piece of plastic over the glass. But otherwise we would just be like, bring your own drinks, like bring your own food, whatever. We have a table and a chair set up for you, and then we would set up our table and chairs on the other side of the lawn, and then do like a little socially distanced hang.
Yeah.
And of course in the summertime, like you would do it later on, and so it would always be around dusk.
Yes.
And I do think that there is some truth to, I've heard that like if you drink alcohol, you're like, they're more prone to you. I think they can like smell it, or anything sugary like that.
They can smell the sugar in your blood.
I remember one night when we were out doing that, like always I remember trying to wear leggings or something to try to like not, they can't get through leggings.
Yes, they can.
Totally can. And so I would usually only get like bit around my ankles or whatever. But there was one night when we were outside drinking, and just throughout the night, I ended up spilling a little bit on my leg, spilling some of my drink on my leg, and it was on leggings, and so I just kind of wiped it off and forgot about it. And the next day, I had so many mosquito bites on that spot because it was like a sugary alcohol drink, and they just went fucking crazy.
They were like, "This is our moment."
Yeah, it was like a target version.
They knew exactly where to go.
I hope they all get drunk and died.
I think there is some truth to like some people get bitten a lot more than others, and it must be something to do with your own personal body chemistry.
Yeah,
I don't know the details. Didn't do any research, but I do know that. I mean, some people, like, I get eaten up by mosquitoes.
Yeah.
And sometimes I'll be with someone in the exact same environment. Like, we'll be sitting together in a yard, and I'm getting attacked, and the other person isn't.
Yeah.
And
I get bit more than Brian does, and Brian runs way hotter than I do. So, like, even the body temperature thing, like, I always get bit before he does.
Yeah. Interesting.
I'm tastier.
It might. I have also read online that like women are always complaining about getting bitten more than men. Like a lot of women are like, I get eaten up, and like my husband doesn't get a single bite. So maybe it's also something to do with, I don't know, hormones or something.
Yeah, I mean, if it's the female mosquitoes, maybe they just prefer women.
Little lesbians.
Smart.
So for my #relatable closing segment, I want to talk about comfort shows.
Ooh, nice.
Well, okay, so I know what your comfort shows are, but tell our listeners.
Do you?
Well, I know that you watch Bob's Burgers every day of your life. Your new comfort show is Ghosts.
Yes.
Ghosts.
Ghosts.
I keep forgetting.
There's several of them.
Right, okay, so Ghosts. I mean, until you started watching Ghosts like a month or two ago, every time I came over here, Bob's Burgers was playing.
Brian always wants to put Bob's Burgers on.
Oh, so that's his comfort show.
Yes, for sure. 1,000%.
Okay.
I have so many comfort shows.
Okay.
I would say probably the biggest one, the one that I fall asleep to every night, I would consider my biggest
What We Do in
comfort
the Shadows.
What We Do in the Shadows, yes.
There you go.
Which became my comfort show. It used to be Rick and Morty, and then I kind of went off of Rick and Morty for a while. But What We Do in the Shadows is the perfect, because I always, for years, I would fall asleep to cartoons. Like, ever since college, I think, is when I started. I didn't have cable, but I had the Family Guy DVDs, and so I would just fall asleep to Family Guy.
Oh my god.
Every single night.
Wow.
And
that's a throwback.
the thing, even before that, so it used to be, in high school, I would fall asleep to music. Because I started realizing, because I had really bad insomnia in high school, and I realized that if I fell asleep to a specific song every night, it was like self-hypnosis, and I would fall asleep a lot faster. Like, I would play a song and not hear the ending of it because I would just fall asleep, and then, like, once the CD had played or whatever, it would stop playing, and then I would be asleep.
Yeah.
And then that evolved into TV shows that, again, was Family Guy when I was in college. And then I think just other random cartoons and stuff. And it was always cartoons just because, again, like, there's never high stakes. It's, like, really easy to fall asleep to. It's something that you've seen 1,000 times. Like, cartoons can be very comforting.
Yeah.
Then it became What We Do in the Shadows because I realized that it's a very physically dark show.
Yes, because
like,
it literally takes place at night.
it's all at night, and it's like
about vampires.
Candlelit, like, not actually candlelit, but it's supposed to be like mostly candlelit scenes and stuff. So it's a very dark show. There's not a lot of, like, with cartoons sometimes there'll be like a super bright room or a bright colorful something coming on the screen. But with What We Do in the Shadows, it's very dark. It's a very
like,
dark.
the screen is very dark when you're watching
physically
it.
dark.
You don't even have to turn your brightness
show.
down.
Exactly.
It's just dark.
It's very dark.
That's a very good point.
And that, again, is just something... I think a comfort show can be anything that you've seen a billion times.
Yeah.
Like, some people can have really weird comfort shows that they just have seen a million times, and so it's comforting to them.
Right.
Law and Order can be some people's comfort show. SVU can be some people's comfort show because they have seen it a billion times, and that's just what they're used to falling asleep to.
Yeah.
Anyway, your comfort shows.
Yeah.
I know. Okay. American Dad is number 1.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah,
Bob's Burgers is another one.
Uh-huh. I think American Dad is the dumbest, and so it's just so easy.
Yeah.
It's so easy because you nothing is invested.
Right.
I had it on earlier today in my apartment, and the episode ended with Roger getting both of his legs and both of his arms chopped off. And then the end credits came on, and then the very next episode started, and it was just back to normal.
Yeah.
And I was like, nothing matters in this show.
No stakes. Absolutely no stakes. And that's what you want when you're falling asleep.
Yeah.
It's very comforting.
Yeah. American Dad is just, it's such a good show. And you introduced me to that.
I did.
The first episode I ever saw was the Christmas episode when they were up in the mountains because Roger was trying to make...
Oh my God.
He, like, couldn't get drunk anymore because his tolerance was so high, so he was trying to make, like, moonshine or whatever. And the family joined him up there, and then Santa was attacking them. And I was like, what the fuck is this?
It's your new favorite show.
Yeah, exactly. And you also introduced me to Bob's Burgers.
Yes.
Which is another comfort show of mine.
Mm-hmm.
I have to admit, and I feel bad saying this because I love Bob's Burgers so much, but, like, there's like 2 or 3 seasons. It's like season 12 or something that I cannot stand.
Oh, no.
I think it's so boring. And I'm really happy that as I continued watching, I felt like it came back to life. So now I feel like it's doing really well. But the first, like, 8 seasons of Bob's Burgers are amazing.
Yeah.
I can just rewatch those over and over, and they're so good.
Yeah.
And then there are the classics like The Office and Parks and Rec and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, cartoons, I mean, Rick and Morty, like you said, it's just so easy to just rewatch these episodes. And
Archer.
Like, oh my God, I've seen Archer so many times, all the way through so many times.
Did I introduce that to you too?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Rick and Morty.
Yeah.
Pretty much all of the animated shows I watch, I think. I don't think I watched a lot of animated shows before I met you.
You're welcome.
So, yeah, thank you.
I brought so much comfort into your life.
Yeah. And then some people, I read online, like, a lot of people love How I Met Your Mother and Modern Family and stuff like that. I've never seen those shows. I think I would like Modern Family. I see a lot of clips online, and it looks very funny, but there are, like, 15 seasons.
Yeah.
And I'm just a little intimidated. I was talking to Brian about this last night. I want to watch The Simpsons.
I was just
going
to
to
say,
40 seasons
speaking
of The Simpsons.
intimidated, like, that's the one animated show that I have...
Yeah.
I think I've shown you a few episodes of, like, the Treehouse of Horror stuff. Around
Halloween I've watched a
like
few, especially the Halloween episodes. Maybe a Christmas episode here and there, I'm not sure. But normally around Halloween we watch a Halloween episode.
Yeah.
And they're good, I like it, but I'm like, I just don't think I can sit down and watch 40 years worth of The Simpsons.
I mean, in fairness, I haven't seen all of... I mean, I grew up with it. There are so many seasons and episodes of that show that I have seen... that I have like, I could recite if I needed to. Like, that I've seen multiple times when I was a kid, because it was, you know, on Sunday nights, and then with syndication and everything, like, I've just seen a bunch of these episodes of, like, specific seasons over and over and over again. But I know that there are, like, there's at least a decade and a half, if not 2 decades worth of that show that I just have never seen an episode, or maybe, like, one episode here or there. It's a lot.
Yeah. It's a lot.
But it's another one of those, like, kind of no stakes things where, like, of course, over, 30, however many years it's been, probably almost 40 years, so much stuff has happened that, like, doesn't continue on with the show or whatever. And so if you wanted to, you could just, like, I'm going to pick a season and watch it and then, step away, or just, like, pick certain episodes that look intriguing. Their biggest thing when they were really popular was all the guest stars. Like, if there are any 90s celebrities or 2000s even celebrities that you are interested in seeing in an episode, you could look them up and see what episode of The Simpsons they're in. They're in an episode playing themselves, because that was, like, how you knew you were famous.
So they played themselves?
Yes, almost always.
Because I was going to say, in American Dad, I'm always like, oh, I think I recognize this voice, and then I watch the end credits, and I'm like, oh, Sean Hayes. Or, Paget Brewster is in, like, every third episode of American Dad, but they don't play themselves. Yeah. So that's cool in The Simpsons. Yeah, I think I've seen celebrities even today, like, posting a photo of themselves as a Simpsons character.
Because that's what they all
finally made.
Yep.
That's cool. I like that.
And then they would advertise all week that, like, Michael Jackson was going to be on this season, the episode of The Simpsons. He was, I think, maybe one of the very few that did not play himself.
Oh.
He played a escaped person from a mental institution who thought he was Michael Jackson.
Ooh, plot twist.
It was a very interesting episode. They definitely gave him a very interesting character. But again, every other person has just played themselves.
Maybe I'll
like that broke down on their way through Springfield. Yeah.
Oh yeah, and then Futurama is another one for me. And it's the same guy.
I was just gonna say, it's so interesting how much you love Futurama and how many times through you've seen Futurama but haven't really watched any of The Simpsons.
Futurama is so good. It's just, and I was talking to Brian about this last night. Futurama really tugs at your heartstrings, like out of the blue.
Yeah.
Really out of the blue. You think it's just another silly fucking episode, and then all of a sudden, like, Leela's in trouble, and Fry tries his best to save her, and he can't save her, and it breaks his heart, and then you're crying, and then the episode's over, and it's just like, what the fuck?
What a comfort show!
Yeah. Like, I just wanted this on in the background as I made my fucking linguine or whatever the shit, and it's as if I've ever made linguine. But you know what I mean? Like, Futurama is so good.
The thing that I like, especially about comedy, is that I didn't know I was getting a new comfort show with ghosts. I didn't know I was getting a new comfort show when I was watching Schitt's Creek.
Oh, yeah.
You know that moment?
Yeah.
When you realize that this is going to be a comfort show? That is such an amazing moment when you figure that out and you're like, oh, I could watch these episodes a billion times and not get tired of this.
Yeah.
Like, I remember when I first found Schitt's Creek, I think the 4th season was just about to come out or was just coming out or had just been released on Netflix, I think. And I started watching Schitt's Creek, and I really liked the first season. And then I got about halfway through the second season, and I was like, oh my God, I'm blowing through this. Like, I am getting through this so fast. I'm going to be all caught up so soon. And I got really sad because I was like, oh, I was really enjoying watching the show. And then I think it was about halfway through the 3rd season that I was like, oh, no. This is not going to be one of those shows that I watch through once and then wait for the new season. This is going to be one of those shows that I memorize because I watch it 1,000 times, because this is the funniest and, like, best show. Like, not just the funniest show, but, like, I feel comfort watching this. These characters are so amazing, and I just want to keep, like, going through these stories with them. It's so fun to figure that out when you're watching something, especially something that has a lot of seasons, and you get to the point where you're like, oh, I'm obsessed with it. Like, this isn't just a new good show. Like, I could watch this so many times over and never get sick of it. Like, I want to get back to watching that show. I just get obsessed.
Yeah, I watched...
It's such a fun feeling.
What We Do in the Shadows. I watched a few episodes, like, years ago. And then last year when I was at my sister's house for a full month, helping her take care of her newborn twin boys. Yeah. I started watching What We Do in the Shadows, And again, I was watching it at night because I was up with the boys from midnight to 8 a.m. every day, and they were sleeping. And every 2 hours, I was feeding them bottles, and so it was dark, but I didn't have time to, like, take naps between feeding. So, like, they would drink their bottle and then go back to sleep, and I would be awake for the next hour until their next bottle. And so it was really nice to put on What We Do in the Shadows because, like you said, it's, like, literally dark.
Yeah.
Like, it takes place at night. Every single well, except for maybe, like, 2 episodes. It takes place at night. And so I would be sitting in the nursery in Charlotte's big armchair watching this on my phone. And I remember I watched the first season and I was like, oh, this is so good. I can tell why Kate likes this. And then somewhere in the second season, I was like, oh my God, like, I can already tell when I'm done with the whatever was out at the time, like the 5th season, I was like, I can already tell I'm going to watch this over. Like, I know I'm going to start this over from the beginning.
Yep.
And then I did. I think I watched it 3 times all the way through.
Yeah.
And with that show, it's really funny to see, because the end is so different, and then you go back to the beginning and everyone looks different.
Yeah.
And the outfits are so different. Yeah. So... yeah, I know exactly what you mean. Yeah. Like that moment when it hits you and it's like fun because you're like, oh, that means I really love this. But then you're also like, oh my God, I'm going to be stuck with this show for the next 8 months because I can tell that I'm going to be addicted to it.
Yep.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm I'm down for recommendations for new comfort shows if anyone has one.
Yeah, please.
I mean, I can't promise that I'll stop watching American Dad for long enough to start a new show, but I'll consider it.
Yeah.
I'll add it to my list, and we'll see how it goes. I just love Seth MacFarlane so much. He's a good one. So our next episode is going to be about paid subscriptions.
Yes.
That'll be a Kate episode. That'll be out on Monday.
Yep. Suggested to us by I Stole Your Panties on Twitch.
We love her.
Yes. She was also responsible for sending through that amazing custom cookie recipe. So she is chock full of gold.
Yeah, she's killing it.
Be mining all of her good ideas and content.
I hope she sends us more stuff.
And if she doesn't, you can. We actually do them when they come through. If they're good.
If they're good.
If they're not stupid.
Well, they need to be dumb.
Yeah.
They don't need to be stupid.
Well, if you want to see that, you can just go to our paywall and pay us.
Yeah,
and
just a monthly
you'll be
fee.
able to see that, hear that early. You get it a full 20 minutes before everyone else.
Ad-free.
For just $49.95 a day.
Sounds
for
good.
For the rest of your life.
I think that's a steal.
Yep.
Honestly. You should take advantage of that deal while it lasts.
Use code SUCKER at checkout for this exclusive deal.
Thank you so much for listening and watching.
You don't have anything to add to that?
Nope.
Okay, cool.
Nope. No notes, as per usual. Perfect comedy from Kate. Yeah, you can catch more audio episodes wherever you find your podcasts. Video episodes are up on YouTube and Spotify. You can listen on Spotify or you can watch on Spotify, whatever you like.
I mean, you can watch and listen. It'd be weird if you just watched.
Yeah,
you know?
But people can do what they want.
That's true. If you want to watch it through once without listening and then listen to it once and then watch it and listen to it at the same time, then that's 3 streams for us.
Yeah. And a really fun experience for you, and that's what we care about.
And a story you can tell.
Yeah.
A tale.
Exactly. You're welcome.
Like on a cat. Call back.
Okay.
You're going to edit that out, aren't you?
Nope. You put up all the dumb shit I say, so it's my turn. You can find us at Everything's Dumb Pod on social media, TikTok, Instagram, TimTop, Facebook, and YouTube. If you have a dumb topic that you want us to talk about, please send it in to us.
If you do want to send through your dumb topic, we will. I mean, if it's dumb enough, we will talk about it.
We'll do it.
We will do it.
My standards are not that high.
Dare us.
Yeah.
We can go lower.
Yeah, exactly.
Yep.
Exactly. All right. That is pretty much it. And we'll talk to you on Monday. Thank you so much for listening.
Bye.
Talk to you soon. Bye.